Good morning and good day to all my Urantia cosmic siblings. I don't know if that sounded right, but who cares? You guys pretty much get it, right? This is my third time making this video. I am having the worst luck with all the phones that I have inside this house because right now I'm using my son's phone, which has enough storage for me to make this short video. But let me just tell you this right now. Let me introduce to you the Urantia Book. Okay, the Urantia Book. What is the Urantia Book to me? To me, the Urantia Book is the revelation, and it's the it is the communication line between me and God. This is the one that came to me back in 2006, and I didn't even see the book. I never picked up the book. I just heard it one time from this crazy friend of mine, and I just knew that it was the book for me to go and get. So here we are, about 14 years later. All right. And I'm still going through the shits, but it's not as bad as it used to be. All right. So, um, as my last video that I dropped on both YouTube and Facebook, I had mentioned that I was going to make some plans. Right. For the last 2 weeks, I've been sick. I've not been working because this Omicron variant has been going around everywhere. So trips were being canceled. On my wife's side, she works in hospitality, and a lot of her clients, plus the caregivers that she hires, they've been calling out sick. They've been out for a few days now, and still counting. I mean, this thing must be real, right? So, anyways, I just want to tell you that has nothing to do with what's going to happen within this year, but I will have to be careful about who I come across, how I hang around places and things like that because this is the second time I must have caught COVID and I'm not vaccinated, truth be told. Not because I'm a hardcore Republican or anything like that. If anything, I'm a libertarian. And we'll talk about politics in another video. I'm not gonna blow some smoke, political smoke in this video to cover up even more than a minute. So I'm not even going to go there right now. But what I will want to talk about is these plans that I said I was going to do, and I'm still going to do it. But there was a little bit of a lag because I've been having some payment issues, and as we speak, I'm missing, quote unquote, a few $1,000s. What's a few, Lewis? Like around $4,000. Let's just say that. And I know to a lot of you, it is $4,000. To some of you, you might think, well, I've lost more than that, right? But I haven't lost any money. It's just that I've been having some payment issues. I have been going to an ATM that's been spitting out my checks days after I turn it in, and I'm just like, why is it doing that? So it's kind of weird. Like it's not a rare thing, but it's not that common either. But I've found out what the solution is. So when I do get my money, what am I going to do with it? I'm still going to put it in investments. Now, at the same time, while all this is happening, I'm very thankful that I didn't get the money when I thought it was really going to land in my account because I was thinking about putting my money into a Robinhood account. I have a Robinhood account and a Webull account. I did that because I thought I would be interested in day trading. Come to find out, after doing some more research, and I have brothers who are getting into investments, I mean, 7 to 8 out of 10 people are telling me to put my money into something that's going to be worth for long term, you know. And I get it, I really do. I thought about it, and you know what? It took me a long time for me to actually look into other apps like Acorns, Stash, and I'm thinking about investing my money in Acorns. It's so much easier. I don't have to worry about waiting for a specific time during the year. Like let's say February. February is always one of the shittiest times for retails. Now, this is Jesus talking about where he knows his fish, where you can find them, what time of the year. This is where the wisdom comes in because I have worked about 10 years in retail, warehouse, and sales. And I can tell you, it's like, it almost never fails. If you know the logistics, if you've been working there and you paid enough attention, you'll know that the first 2 months of the year, it takes a dive. right? Sales take a dive because so many people come back and they return items. Um, People are not, they're not too merry about going back out and buying more gifts when they had just bought gifts for Christmas. The whole shebang, right? You already know all that. I'm not going to go into too much details, but you pretty much get it, right? And then there's the middle of the year, and then there's October, let's say, or November for certain areas like supermarkets and other places where it doesn't have to do where supermarkets don't do well during Halloween, but they do well during Thanksgiving. Go figure, right? So but instead of playing those kind of games, the waiting game and trying to figure, like, I don't have all that time. So I'm just gonna invest in acorns as soon as I get my money. And on top of that, I really want to try out something different this year. Something just to say, I've tried it. I've given it enough thought. I even put my money down and whatever. There are three things I would like to try to do this year. One of them, actually, one, I've always wanted to go back into martial arts, but actually get a black belt like judo. I've always wanted to get back into something, and I've always been fond of judo. The second thing is swimming. I love swimming for so many reasons that I think a lot of people don't really truly realize what they could use the discipline and the calmness and your approach to swimming to real life situations. And I think I think swimming. Oh, I'll just leave it at that. And then third and last thing that just came into my mind is this flight simulator. Last year, actually, the two years ago, technically 2 years ago, I did go to school to try to get my Class A license, and unfortunately, this whole COVID mask wearing, shot mandates, and all that here in LA fucked everything up. I hate to say it that way. It's not me coming up with excuses. I just couldn't bear with it. Plus, it was getting hot. The school that I went to was janky. It was being raided every other week by city officials saying that, hey, this place is not right for students. It's not even right to be operating right now. So I picked the right school to jump out of because it just didn't work out. But at the same time, good things do happen no matter what. Because out of that situation, I came across a guy who hooked me up with this employer who I'm working with right now, and it changed my life. I'll just tell you like that. So it wasn't so much of a bad experience. I still thank God every day for where I'm at right now and where I'm going to be and how this day is going to turn out. I don't give a shit. He's always working for us. He wants the best for us. He knows exactly how much we can handle, and we got to give him props for that. We have to give him all the faith that a child has for us when they know that they're being taken care of. They don't have a care in the world. They really don't. My child, who's 3 years old, right there, right now, singing to SpongeBob, he doesn't have a damn care in the world because I'm taking all the beating, which is all right because I love this little sucker. I really do. So, but that's it, guys. Like I said. So, yes, my Urantia book. I started with part 4 this year, and I think that might have not been the right idea because every bone in my body is telling me, yo, you should start with part 1 all over again. Because I had read part 1, 2, and 3. Actually, no, let me tell you this. I had read part 4 about maybe 3 times in its entirety, right? But the first 3, I went from chronological order from part 1 to part 3 in 2000, beginning in 2020, and I ended it in mid 2021. And I see how much I benefited reading from parts, especially parts 1 and 2, because it really breaks down more about like the characteristic of these Michaels. Because that was like, to me, that meant a lot. Like without the Michael part, I would not have had as much appreciation for the Jesus Christ that we've had, the Michael that we had here on earth as Jesus Christ. I think it's better for me to just stop reading part 4 now and start from part 1, which I will do starting today. So, guys, that's all I want to leave up with you guys. That was my update. And yeah, your boy's still here, still talking shit. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't give a fuck. It's my fucking video. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I'll just leave it at that. Anyways, guys, peace out. Love you guys. Stay blessed.